I am very sure that you have incorporated some of the habits that your favorite creator has shared with you in one way or the other. We all cannot deny that. And today, I will be sharing with you some of the tiny micro habits that have changed my life ever since I incorporated them in my routine. I cannot lie to you, my life has gotten easier, gotten better by adding these tiny habits in my daily routine. And I'm calling them tiny because they are tiny to me, but I understand to somebody else they might be major, they might be big of a deal, and that is okay. And the impact I want you to have from this video is to pick one or two of my daily routine habits, incorporate them in your daily routine, work with them interchangeably, and see what they are going to do to your life. Welcome to Miss on a Mission. My name is Rhoda if you are new here, and if you are new here, please make sure you subscribe right away, hit that subscription button, and above everything, always leave me your comment. To start with, the first thing that I started doing is a glass of warm water in the morning. Why am I adding warm? Because most of the people are going to tell you that it is okay and it is right to take a glass of water in the morning. I had been doing this for the longest time and it was not working for me. When I wake up and I take a glass of water, 2 sips, I am already throwing up. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, it can't just get down my system. And then I decided, let me warm it up a little bit. And it worked. And I kid you not, every morning I have this. This is a 500 ml glass tin. And this is what I have every morning when I wake up. But it has to be warmed. And it does the magic for me. I can take up to 1.5, sometimes 1.75 of it. And it works magic. When people are sharing these things with you, you don't have to necessarily stick to the exact thing that they are doing. You can spice it up in your own way, customize it up to your own needs for it to serve the purpose that you want it to in your life. So maybe you can try that. If you've been having trouble drinking cold water in the morning, please try warming it up. The second thing that I started doing is brushing my teeth before taking my shower. And maybe some of you already does this, but for me, previously, I was brushing my teeth right after my shower. So after I am done taking my shower, that's the time I am taking my toothbrush and doing the thing. And I just don't know, I always felt gross. I felt like I didn't wash the upper part of my body. It made me feel so much gross. Like the entire day I had this bad feeling about you. I just felt weird. And I decided, well, I'm gonna find something that works for me perfectly, that doesn't cross me up. When I wake up, the first thing I do is drink my water. I can't brush immediately. By the time I'm doing 1, 2, 3 things, the water has already gone down the system.
Does water get digested?
I don't know. But now that's the time I get my toothbrush and do the thing. I don't know about you, tell me in the comment section. I am eager to hear, do you brush your teeth before or after your shower? Let me know in the comment section below. The magic micro habit. Taking cold showers religiously in the morning. Ever since I was in my primary school days, and high school not so much because I schooled at a very cold area, so sometimes I would sneak some hot water, but most of the times it was cold. I used to take cold showers because that's what I found. I was raised up in an environment where people took cold showers in the morning, whether it was ice cold or it was just a normal temperature. I finished schooling and I get my own money, I get my own place, and I'm thinking, why is it that I am torturing myself? I go online and there is this hype of all the benefits of taking cold showers. And I'm like, I didn't die when my heart was younger. I didn't die when my heart was tinier. Let me go ahead and get back to this behavior. I didn't die. Here I am. Every single morning, I take cold showers. But the entire day is somewhat magical. Even when I am in my moods, in my feelings, the day is just magical. There is this energy that I can't explain right after taking a cold shower in the morning. Sometimes I have cheat days. I trust you me not, I'm not an angel. Sometimes, honestly, I have cheat days and I will warm up my water just a little bit, but my face, I am telling you guys, on those cheat days, my face doesn't get a taste of hot warm water. My face has to be immersed in cold water. Does the magic for me, I don't know how. And on those cheat days, sometimes I take an entire bath, it's warm, and then by the time I am done with my feet, I'm questioning myself. Why is it that I am doing injustice to myself? And I end up rinsing myself with cold water. Trust you me, the highest bill that comes at the end of the month to me is that of the water. And I don't even beat myself for it because I use water like water is life. I really know how to use my water. The next tiny micro habit that I have incorporated in my daily routine is leaving my bed at least 30-20 minutes before making it in the morning. And somebody is going to think, that is crazy, that's weird. What's wrong with you? Where did you get that from? I don't know about you, but I am so much about living healthy. Anything that has healthy lifestyle, living clean, that's what I'm so passionate about. I don't care what are the statistics, I don't care what everyone is doing, I don't care the pressure, I don't care the trends. I choose the kind of life I live daily. Every single day I make a conscious decision to choose how I'm going to live. When people wake up, and this is something that if you're trying to build the habit of making your bed, it's contradictory. I don't want you to feel like I am misleading you or I'm trying to make you lazy or something like that. All I want is for you to create your own narrative, create your own kind of life. Don't work so hard. Don't be so committed and determined to live a life like Miss on a Mission lives. I am sharing this because one of the points might work for you and might help you big time. But I don't want you to be so committed to live like I do. I want you to be authentic. I want you to be real with yourself, at least with yourself, if not with anybody else. And to know that you are okay living the kind of life you live. If you visit me today and I give you a room to stay in and I find things well organized and kept, but their process was different from mine, I'm not gonna question you. I want my community to lead with authenticity, integrity, to self before anybody else. Don't let any kind of pressure take you down or make you change your thoughts, change your decisions, change your dreams, your goals, so that you can be like every other person. If you are trying to build the habit of making your bed in the morning, what I would advise you is, first of all, build that habit. And after you've built the habit, you can maybe choose to incorporate my way of practicing that habit and see where it's going to take you, how it's going to take you. Personally, I do that because we know there are bacteria in our bedding, and I change my sheets every 3 days. But I feel like that's not enough. Maybe I am a perfectionist. I'm not so sure. I don't want to wait until it's the weekend so that I can aerate my bedding when I could do it every single day for 10 minutes. And maybe those 10 minutes are not the complete perfect way of aerating my bedding. But I have this belief that they contribute to a healthier bedding. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but it's a personal routine that I practice every day. And trust you me, there is no single day I have forgotten to make my bed. If there is any day I ever leave my house and my bed is not made, it's because I have decided not to make that bed. I never forget. It's not an excuse for me to leave my bed anyhowly. I don't know, but it makes me feel good. And I just know it works. After I wake up, I literally throw away the blanket to the farthest corners so that the bed can breathe, so that my bed can aerate. I do my cleaning, I prepare, everything. Sometimes it goes even up to, I believe, 45 minutes. And then a few minutes before I leave, I'm making my bed. Neatly made. Tell me if you find this weird, or it's fancy, or it's an okay kind of choice. The next habit that I have incorporated in my daily routine is a game changer. It has changed everything about my bathroom, and that is cleaning my bathroom every day after I shower. Let me tell you what I used to do before. I would clean up myself and leave the bathroom, come back in the evening, do the same, and leave the bathroom. Of course, I would do like tiny, just tiny cleaning, like, as the water drained and all that, is the toilet flushed and all that. And I would do the general cleaning on weekends, religiously, without missing. Then I came across someone talking about it, or a video. Of course, a video is of someone talking, or it was an article I was reading. I can't remember really. And they said, instead of you waiting until the weekend to clean your bathroom, how about you do it every single day and see how it's going to change everything? And I just started. Within the first week, I was in love. It's easy, and I can't tell you how much excited I am to come from work tired and get in a clean, freshly smelling bathroom. Everything is clean, perfect, and it's a yes mood in there. I can promise you that one is a game changer. This one is a habit, and maybe it's not a micro, maybe it's a macro, it's a major habit. But I put it there because I think it's something that most of the people tend to forget. And the thing is, I have created a routine, a specific time where I have my time with God. And I'm going to share with you, for me, it's 8 p.m. But because of this new year and the schedule that I have, I've moved it to 10 p.m. 1 hour max. If I can have entire 4 hours to create content, to study a course, to talk to friends, to watch a television, to watch a movie, why is it that I'm spending 15 minutes with the love of my life? Why is it that I'm spending 10 minutes hurriedly with the person that I owe my life to? I have literally changed how I relate with God because of this routine. And someone is going to tell me, oh,
What if I am somewhere and I end up forgetting?
I have an alarm, darling. I do have an alarm because it's a serious business. This is the person I love. If this is the love of your life and you've planned 8 p.m. in the evening, you will have a meeting to catch up, to do relationship evaluation, etc. Are you going to miss? At least you're going to miss maybe 1 to 3 days, but you won't miss every other day. You will not have excuses because this is one person that you love. So if you want to change, or if you want to improve your relationship with God, I want you to set up, it doesn't have to be like mine, 1 hour. I don't want it to be like mine. Start with 20 minutes maybe every day, and let that time be specific. Don't say 20 minutes in a day. Why are you being careless with the love of your life? Why are you being careless with the one who you owe your life to? With the one who sustains you? With your Father? Set a specific time. And that also creates a covenant between you. Is it a covenant? Is covenant the same as altar? Somebody tell me. But that creates, you end up creating an altar. Is it an altar or is it a covenant? Okay, forget about this. But you end up creating this routine, just like the devil I don't like talking about religious things because they are very controversial, and it's okay for me to say I don't want to talk about them. But this is my thought on this. This is what I have matured now to understand. The devil, just like you hear people say that there is the godly hour. So if the devil does his meetings at 3 in the morning or 12 midnight, he's not gonna miss, because he has a mission, honey. He has a mission. So when you are creating a time for you and your God, you're also making, is it an altar? Goodness, is it an altar or is it a covenant? Allow me to use, is it an altar? Why am I forgetting? Covenant, altar. You raise an altar, and you know when you visit that altar. I think it's an altar. Yes, I am confident it's an altar. You build an altar with your God. So even the devil, when he's trying to visit, he starts to realize that she always has a meeting at 10 p.m. with God, and do it religiously. Spiritual things, when you're starting, it's gonna be hard, but I want you to commit like that person that you love. If you're an atheist, you don't have to comment anything negative. You don't have to be emotional. You don't have to be shitty on this video. Please just swipe to the next. It has changed the way I relate with God, because I know even when I am doing things with people, I am looking at my time because I have an important meeting at 10 p.m. and we don't joke about that meeting. The next habit that I incorporated in my daily routine is jogging or running daily. And I have made it a non-negotiable. I don't know if this is a HIIT workout or what it is, but I do it religiously. And someone is going to ask me, why do you do it? There are very many benefits of you jogging. For me, any day you will hear me telling you that I am working out, doing workouts, I'm exercising. Honey, I am not in any way trying to cut weight or gain weight. I am doing it for my flexibility. Trust you me, guys. I'm gonna be very real with you. Every time I add a kg, I can't breathe properly. I am panting. And that is one of my biggest fears, losing flexibility. Walking and not being able to walk at the pace that I've always walked with. I am a fast walker, and when I mean fast, I mean fast. You can ask anyone that knows me, and I'm scared to lose that part of myself, walking fast. Most of the time, I am joking. It is healthy for your cardiac health. It is good for your body. It is good for your body. I'm not telling you to jog. I'm not telling you to run, but I want you to find one workout that 50 years to come, you can still do it and be like, this is the best decision that I ever made. The next thing that I incorporated in my daily routine is every time I think about someone, I reach out to them. And this one has been a little bit difficult because not everyone that we think about might not be as healthy for your mental wellness. And I'm working on it, but I have tried. Trust you me, I have tried. When I think about someone, I'm gonna reach out to them. Funny thing is, most of the times, they're gonna tell you, I thought about you or I was thinking about you. Most of the times. For me, it has happened. I started doing this because I'm scared of not reaching out to people when I think about them, and that being the last time I'm gonna hear from them. That one call or that one text that I could have done, that I could have given them, was the last one. Did that English make sense? Maybe that is the one call that we are gonna need for them to say goodbye. That could be the last call. That's why I end up reaching out to them when I think about people. The next one, this is a major. This one and having a specific personal time with God, I think these are major. My voice again. being intentionally present. And I know you're already asking, what is she talking about? What do you mean intentionally? Being intentionally present to me means while I am eating, while I am drinking water, while I am doing my art, creating my content, while I am in prayer or having that time with God. I started doing this especially while eating, because while eating, that's the time I'm trying to catch up with my content. What is the next thing that I want to do? How far am I with my analytics? Let me reach out to that one person I thought about. Favorite series. I haven't had time for episode 2 of whatever series, and I don't know when I'm gonna do that. So let me try and use this time and multitask all these things. And I am eating unhealthy food that I bought with my money, that I invested my time and energy looking into. I cooked it, I prepared it for myself. Yet when it comes to consuming it, I don't appreciate it enough. I don't chew completely the food. I don't take the right portions in my mouth. I don't feel the taste fully of every bit of it in my mouth because I am too occupied to even notice that broccoli today tasted better than the broccoli I made yesterday night. Food is healing. Food has energy. And if I am not appreciating that energy, my body is gonna show it up. I'm gonna get sick. I can be choked. My gut, my everything. So I started being intentionally. I choose to be intentionally present. When I am eating, everything is off. My phone, I throw it away. It's my time to eat. And I want to chew small portions, and I want to feel the taste to the very last bit. I want to eat and swallow that food softly without hurry. I want to eat in an unhurried pace and finish in a good time. I want to eat the food while it's still hot and not eat 3 hours later it's still on my plate. If it's study time, that's the time to study. If it's talking with my friends, I am on the phone intentionally listening and having that conversation. Everything I do with intentionality. Someone who doesn't know this new version of myself is going to tell you, I have always known you to be an intentional person. Yes, with other things, but not other things. And I want to try and be fully intentional all round in my life. Again, my voice. The next thing that I started doing so that I can become a better person is putting an extra effort, just a little bit, into my looks. I am a strong-willed person. Pressure doesn't take me down. I don't care about trends. When China Square was here, if you're not in Kenya, China Square is a China shop that opened in Kenya, and it had all this hype, and everybody was flocking there. 1 year later, I haven't visited China Square. I don't even care where it is. If need be, I'm gonna go there. But I don't have to go there because everybody is going there. And it's okay to go. I'm not saying those people are wrong. I'm not saying those people are lesser than I am. I'm not perfect. I'm not better than them because I didn't go. I'm not saying that. Learn to be very strong-willed. Learn to be assertive. Stand on your ground, firmly and sternly. And so, I don't like makeup, and I look gorgeous in makeup, but I don't have the confidence after getting makeup. I believe in myself. I have a perfect skin. I have never struggled with acne. My complexion is okay. I am very much okay with it. I love my natural looks, and that is that. But then I decided it doesn't harm a little. I have a lippy, and I decided not to buy a couple of them. I only bought one piece. I still have it. The funny thing is, I don't wear it as often. I can stay months without putting it on. Actually, most of the time, I put it on while I am doing my videos. Because the minute I have any sort of makeup on me, I don't feel confident. All of a sudden, I don't feel confident. It's weird and it's funny, but I decided, let me do something. Sometimes I brush my brows and tint them just a little bit. And that's the only thing I do. But then looks go way beyond the face area. So what I did is I literally gave out, I donated every piece of cloth that I owned, and I didn't put it on as much. How much is as much? As much as you can think. I gave everything. Perfect pieces, expensive, inexpensive, and it didn't pain me. I decided to finally give away everything that I never used as much. I literally cleared my closet, and I made sure the only clothes that I have remained with are clothes that when I put them on accentuate my looks and make me feel like, yes, the world is my oyster. I can go out there and slay the days. And while I did that, I still remained with about 3 to 4 pieces that I don't like as much, but because I can't give all the clothes and remain now wondering and worried and stressed and under pressure, I'm still holding on to them until I can purchase a replacement for them, and then I'm going to give them out. Trust you me when I tell you, every day, and I said this in one of recent videos, every day when I am leaving the house in the morning or anytime, I leave the house with double, triple confidence, because I know I look gorgeous, beautiful. I am gorgeous. I love the look that I have on that day. I appreciate the way I look on that day. And that is what I want to feel even in the years to come. That has changed everything. And you have to decide what to change and start acting on it. The next habit that I incorporated in my daily routine is I completely stopped judging people from other people's point of views. How many times have you heard someone come to you and tell you Miss on a Mission is this? Maybe that person that is telling you about Miss on a Mission, they've never met them, but they've had somebody else give a story about Miss on a Mission. They take that as though it's them who had an experience with Miss on a Mission, and they start spreading it out. And you, innocent you decide to judge Miss on a Mission from that perspective. I feel like judgment is a double-sided sword, and it cuts deep and very painful. I honestly feel like it's very unfair to other people. And I'm gonna give you a trick I use with people, even my loved ones, the people that I love most, the people that I don't want to say no to. It's okay that you had an experience with them and that is your perception about them, but I don't want to be part of that. And they can choose the kind of lifestyle. They can choose to be who they want to be, irregardless. That is none of my business. I don't want to be part of it. And I can't remember them telling me, we hate you because you have that boundary. Speak your boundaries boldly. Be stern. Be assertive about them. The next habit that I incorporated in my daily routine was I have stopped completely watching violent, horrific, scary movies. When I was a child, I was obsessed with horror movies. Someone is gonna ask me why as a child. I can't tell you why. I loved horror movies. Anything scary, anything. I really don't get it why I loved horror from a very tiny age. But yes, horror was my thing. But then I came to realize with time, it gets into us. It gets into me. One time I get angry and the next thing we know, it's a different scary story. Because that is what your subconscious mind is accustomed to. Killing people is okay. Digging a knife into somebody's heart is okay. And it affects so much of our mind that it starts showing in our reality life. And the energy that scary, horrific, and violent movies and series give is always evil things. And I decided, why not go to the other side of the story? The story doesn't have to be in a certain specific way. I can explore the other side. If I don't like it, well, I'm gonna come back to my horrifying type of movies. I came to the other side. I never regretted even a single day. It has changed the way I interact with the world today, and I love it. It's not only about movies, it's also about music. Why am I listening to a sad song? Sometimes I do. Like once in a while I do, because I am in I'm in that mood, and somehow the emotions are not coming, the tears are not coming, so I need something that is going to fasten and elevate that sad mood. And I put 1 or 2, 3 songs, and I can release the emotions, and I'm good. But sad songs, I don't. I don't. And I'm not being overly positive or the toxic kind of positive. Of course, there is a level ground, and that is where I lie. The next and the last habit that I incorporated in my daily routine, and this actually is not something I incorporated, it's something I have done. I can't remember loving trends. And my first video, if I'm not wrong, is talking about trends and how I did follow this trend and something went haywire. I want you to go back and watch that video if you can. Trends are, you can't keep up with trends. They are not timeless, honeys. This trend comes, you hop in. Within 1 week, another one comes. You are going to be overwhelmed, my darling. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be lost, depressed, because you have all these things going on and you don't know which one to stick with. Let's say that I am officially not a trendy person, and I don't want to be. Not now and not in the future. If something comes out right now, today, and I love it, and it's of the quality that I am looking for, I'm gonna go for it, not because it's the new thing in town in the world, but because it's something worth and something that I want or I need. But I'm not gonna go after something because that is what everybody is after, is doing. I want you to find things that are timeless, that are quality, that are priceless. Whether it's clothing, whether it's whatever it is, I want you to choose your uniqueness. Stop doing things because everyone is doing them. Stop going to places. Stop following trends. Don't lose yourself trying to do what they are doing. If you enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me your comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Kindly hit that subscription button. Go out, be the best version of yourself yet. Take care of yourself, and see you on the next one.